Box. We're live here. It's Friday morning. We're in Daytona Beach. Excited to share today. Bill Kerbox explained, that topic is so hilarious on the web. Everybody is doing EXP explained, the model explained. And so it's kind of a little bit of a spoof. But I want to kind of outline what we're going to talk about today, because I think it's very important. I think these changing times are creating incredible opportunities for all of us on a personal and a business level. The planet, the United States, is going through a lot of stuff right now. It's really important for all of us to stay focused. So I wanted to share that kind of the theme of this is to stop selling. Okay, as simple as that says, a perfect example of that, you go on LinkedIn, you like someone, you follow them, and in 5 seconds, you're bombarded with people wanting to sell you something. It seems that we have gotten so far away. We've used technology to get in that place, but what's missing is that personal connection. And so we're going to talk a lot about how to be different, right? And of course, our medium are Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google My Business, TikTok. How can we create our brand using social media and of course video? And so I wanted to actually regress for a second. I want to tell you a quick story. I lived in Malibu in 2018, and Malibu was on fire. We evacuated at like 6 a.m. It was devastating, and we had no fire protection. We had the firemen weren't there. The police were actually keeping everybody out. They made us all get out. We couldn't come back in to defend Malibu. And Malibu was really having a difficult time. And so what happened was through a series of events, I realized that they needed food, they needed gas, they needed water, they needed shovels, they needed flashlights, the people that had stayed behind to help save Malibu. So I was able to wrangle a 150-foot yacht that would allow us to go from Marina del Rey to Malibu. And in the process of doing that, it was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, we had the Coast Guard telling us don't go. We had the police telling us that they had boats. I mean, they actually were trying to keep us out. But anyway, I'll try and keep this short. So we were able to, with a little conniving, to bring that yacht into Paradise Cove in Malibu and unload those supplies. And all the people from the beach came out. They on their surfboards, their boats, and everyone. I mean, it was unbelievable. A lot of tears there. And I was fortunate enough to have the LA Times on board. I brought a drone. I brought about 38 people. And what happened was that became like my 15 minutes, right? But it wasn't meant to be 15 minutes of fame. It was just my calling. And in the process of doing that, and after that, we were able to do big events in Malibu, trying to help people get back into their homes, speak to attorneys about insurance claims, septic. The short story is I had an opportunity to be of great value. Now, incidentally and accidentally, as a result of that, we were on the cover of every single newspaper. The reason I bring that story up, I was at a recent Brent Gove event in Dallas, Texas, and Tony Robbins was on the stage, and he spent about 15 minutes talking about how an agent in Los Angeles had paid for a trash truck to bring in and pick up the trash during the trash strike. And I thought, I got a better story than that. So tying back in with the theme of this, how are we going to be different? How are we going to bring value? There are ways that you can be an ambassador in your community by bringing value. So we're going to stop advertising. So let's start right at the top right now. Instagram Reels is an absolute ace in the hole. It's a great way to start to be able to bring your messaging that doesn't have to be super edited. You can put your titles on there. You can put a little bit of music. but you have the ability right now to be able to start to be the ambassador, right? Stand in front of a house that just sold and talk about how that may have affected comps. Stand in front of a new listing, right? Go to the farmer's market. Get involved in community events, because I'm going to tell you right now, Zillow is not coming for your license. They've already virtually got it. Just realize the consumers in your neighborhood probably are already getting a monthly update from Zillow with the price of their home via text message. Okay. If agents cannot learn how to move into a different zone, a different way of thinking, how can they bring value? Because people like to do with people they know. Do you think Zillow has an agent in Malibu? No, they don't. Do you think that Zillow has an agent that knows what's going on? No, right? They're a third party using our data to build their company. And that, by the way, that's just one example. I'm comparing that only because they believe that the technology is going to allow them to replace the agent, and that, or with their agent. That's the worst part. The next thing is YouTube. Okay. Everybody's talking YouTube. I've been hearing people lately selling all kinds of crap, right? Do a YouTube video about the neighborhood and you'll never work again. You'll be worth millions. I'm going to sell you my course for $4,000. I'm going to do your videos. Forget about it, right? If you have a vision of how you can be an ambassador and a value provider in your neighborhood, start a channel. Don't make it about you. Malibu home, Malibu real estate guide, or your neighborhood real estate guide, and don't make it salesy. Get in there and build a channel. Now, the thing about YouTube, just to give you a little bit of info, don't get YouTube without getting TubeBuddy. It is an absolute necessity. TubeBuddy is going to allow you to actually find the topics through keywords that people are looking for in your neighborhood. It is a how-to world. So if you're thinking how to, figure out what they want and give it to them, okay? It's a different mindset, And by the way, it's back to basics, right? Door knocking, cold calling. Don't take me wrong. Cold calling is different if you know how to do it. It's not the cold call. Hi, when are you planning on hiring the agent for your home? Try a different patch, try a different, have a value, for example. And one of the things I've been doing recently is I've actually created a complete postcard and business card QR code offering that when they hold their phone over it, they go right into my funnel, or they go right into KV Core. But the difference is, if you're door knocking with it, you say, hey, John, Kathy, or whoever answers the door, hey, only take a second, Bill Kerbox, EXP. I'm wondering, would you, be open to looking at offering your home? No. Okay, whatever. Hey, listen, keep this, scan that. It'll give you everything you ever wanted to know about your home, and let me know if I can help in the future. So get onto YouTube, use Instagram Reels. They're powerful tools. And don't forget, here's the little secret tip. Google Maps from Google My Business. Have it on your phone. Start to photograph everywhere you are, because, geo-targeting allows Google to say, Bill's in Malibu. Bill's in Malibu. This restaurant's in Malibu. That will help you to be the guy. When people are, let's be honest, Google owns us. And when people are looking on Google, on YouTube, you're going to come much higher because you have bothered to build that. And don't forget online reviews, right? Get real reviews. Get in the habit of asking people to tell you what they think about your services. And a key to that, especially if it's going to be in video, be prepared. Have your little microphone plugged in. You want to use a wireless. Don't try this 5 feet away. It's not going to sound good. And tell them, hey, Mr. Smith, would you be willing to just tell them what you want? Would you be willing to tell my audience the number one reason that you hired me? And he'll say, yeah, I hired Bill because you know what? He was a great marketer. He was active in my neighborhood and I really appreciate it. You can get a great video testimonial. And guess what? Put that on Google, on YouTube, of course, but put it on Google, just put it right in. You're at the head of the food table. Last but not least, we're going to talk about LinkedIn. We've already kind of bashed it a little bit, but LinkedIn is a great place if you can bring value. I know yesterday I went and I wrote an article on there, and I do that from time to time. And let's be honest, if you're a realtor and you're spending a ton of time on all of this stuff, you may want to consider getting back to the basics of talking to people about real estate. If I did not call people and actually ask for the business, I think everybody knows what I do and this and that. No, they don't. And you call them and you know what they're going to say? Bill, I'm glad you called. I watched what you were doing. I would love to have it. So let's close this off. You know, we've got in the next 90 days, right? Don't cancel your business for vacation. It's a great time to just keep it simple. Tom Ferry put out a video recently. I'm a big fan of Tom's, and talking about the importance. You don't want to be broke in February and March. Let's be honest. If you don't get back to business, and people are buying real estate, they're selling real estate right now. Interest rates, forget it. There's all kinds of cool things right now. Apparently, you can, if you are happen to be selling in the end with VA, some of those loans are assumable, right? At a 4% interest rate. So be creative. So get out there and get back to work, become the digital mayor, start using video more, and fall in love with helping your clients. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If this has been of any value, please let me know. You can always call me personally. I'll take the call. It's 310-600-4484. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.